nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. After eating the wisdom pill, I can talk. Spiritual life is not what we think. It is a process of undoing of all what we have been doing in life. It is a process of unbecoming whatever we have become so far. And it is a process of giving up everything and getting nothing. If this bargain is acceptable, then this text will make some sense to us. If we have this notion that I will be able to help the society, those who are poor people, they don't have anything, we should go and do something. See, if these kinds of thoughts predominate in our mind, then there is one word in scriptures, is called as Runanubandha. Runanubandha means we are tied down because of the debts that we carry from our earlier life. See? Now those children who are a problem for their parents, they loot away the whole wealth of the parents and make the parents miserable. Those children were in the last life. You have taken lot of money from them, but you are not paid. Therefore, in this life, they are encashing every pie with interest. And then you keep getting involved in that. See? This is one way of looking at life. The second way of looking at life is, we have no experience of last life, we have no experience of next life, we have no experience of birth, death. Why carry with these thoughts? See, when you want nothing, you are relaxed. If you want something, then you are having problem. See, friends. But then, what is the place? There are temples and people go to temple and do some puja, poti. What is that? See. Once I went to my friend's new shop. He has opened a new chemist shop. So as usual, we went and cut the ribbon and lit the lamp before Sai Baba, and everything was done. Then, Swamiji, what can I give you? So I said, every medicine, one strip you give me. So tell me, there are medicines, but we have to find out, are they required by us? There are so many things in this world. Yoga, charity, going to the holy places and make that place unholy by our presence. So many things are there. But find out, is it for us or not? See? But we are Indians. You go to Delhi, and Delhi, the people have to exhibit their wealth. So for the marriage, they have the menu, and each plate will be costing 4,000, 5,000 rupees. And then there are so many varieties. Sweets, 10, 15 types. Vegetables, another 10, 15 types. So many huge things. Now, these gluttons, they go not with a plate, they go with a parat. And take everything. After it's too much. No, they have prepared with such a great love. We must honor them. Arey Baba, varieties are given for you to select. What suits you? Oh, we thought we have to take everything. Exactly the same way, we have to know what is suitable for us. See? If you are having health problem, go to hospital. If you have got mental problem, go to temple. See? And sort out your mental problems. And if you want to know the truth, then you come back to your own experiences. And once you change your approach to life, you will come to know all the problems are only because of wrong thinking, wrong standpoint. Change the standpoint, problems will disappear. Now this camera is almost at my eye level. Therefore, the picture looks different. If the camera is kept at a lower level and focused like that, I'll be seen like a mountain. If the camera is from above and then focus on me, I'll be seen like a pygmy. So what is the reason? The standpoint. With what standpoint we are looking at the world? Are we looking at the world from the relative standpoint? Relative standpoint means living as somebody. Now, is that somebody real? Or the one who is acting as somebody under n number of conditions? So somebody is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. See? So, when one man is associated with different conditionings, therefore he is called as the son, the husband, the father. Has he become three? See? How much time, energy, efforts it will take for the husband to become man? Divorce? No need. See, friends. Only come to know. This is the foundation. Aupadhik anekta. The multiplicity appearing on account of some conditionings is useful but not real. See, friends. Then we rise above this relational lifestyle. And then we start working on and learning from our own experiences. Then one day, by God's grace, it will click. See? Experiences fall in 4, 5 different categories. One experience is the one what we are now. Waker. If you are a Bengali or a Bihari, then baker. See? Bengalis are never worried. See? So, this is the waker experience. Then in the dream, we are the dream experience, dreamer. In deep sleep, prajna, the deep sleeper. In samadhi, samadhi person. 4 experiences we clearly know. Now the question comes. Are these 4 experiences related to each other? Can we smuggle the wealth of the dream and bring it in the waking experience? Can the hunger of the dream satiated by the food in the waking? They are totally independent. But there is one substratum. Who makes this statement? I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who makes this statement? We all say this thing. The statement is not made by the waker, because waker was not there in the deep sleep. Waker does not become the dreamer. This inquiry, see, is the beginning of real spiritual life. There was a Guru Maharaj. He woke up in the morning and started crying. So all the disciples came. Maharaj, what happened? I had a very bad dream last night. The disciples said, sir, you told us dreams are illusions. You are crying. Don't teach me. It's only in the class. But actually, I had a very bad dream. Anyway, now it was a dream. Over. Forget about it. We'll get coffee for you. No, listen to me. I had a dream. Do you know? I am a butterfly. But now you are our guru. It's okay. No, listen to me. Okay. My question is, I, your guru, became the butterfly, or the butterfly became your guru? Find out. But we do make this statement. So who makes this statement? The one who is present in the waking without becoming a waker. The one who is present in the dream without becoming a dreamer. The one who is in the deep sleep without going to sleep. The one who is in samadhi but never becomes a samadhi person. See. This objectless awareness, not replacing the notions, but getting rid of all the notions, and this non-notional experience is what is the subject matter of this text. See, when we go further, it will be told, you take that book and read. You'll come to know that all what we have been doing enough. Now we have to start undoing. See? But we were anyway never doing. I was only lazy. So, such a truth is to be recognized, and when such a person is wanting to walk this path, now this is said in the 5th verse, Nirmamaha karunopetaha sarvabhuta bhayapradaha bhajit kalottaram Devi mumukshur yoga tatparaha. Now, who is the seeker therefore? First, Nirmamaha, given up too much involvement with the world in terms of possessions and relations. Nirmamaha. Then, Karuna petaha, Karuna upetaha, Karunopetaha. We must have compassion. But we should not get carried away by the compassion. If somebody is having some misery, we go there and then we join with their miseries. See, in our Punjab, when somebody dies, there are professional ladies available to cry and express miseries. See? Rates are different. If it is ordinary crying, 100 rupees per hour. 1 घंटे रोएंगे. See? If you want to show too much of pain and misery, then 500 rupees per month. What will you do? We'll do over here like that and beat and roll on the floor, Oh, kyun mar gaye? Kyun mar gaye? Oh. Then all the visitors who come there, oh, see how he was loving. Paid love. See, friends. Therefore, Karuna Upetaha does not mean we should have pity on others. Many of us have got this funny notion, poor unfortunate fellow. No. Nobody is unfortunate in this world. Don't have that wrong notion. See, Karuna Upetaha means when it naturally comes to you to help somebody, help and forget. Neki kar kuएं में डाल. Punjabi saying is there. Do good and forget. But what is our problem? Neki kar jute kha. First line. Neki kar jute kha. Second line. मैंने खाए तू भी खा. See, friends. Karuna upetaha. Then sarva bhuta bhayapradaha. He who is not a source of fear for anybody. See? Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was coming from Bengal to Vrindavan, those days no roads, no nothing. So when he was going through the forest, all the wild animals forgot their enmity and they were walking along with him. This is the meaning of Sarva Bhuta Abhayapradaha. Nobody should be afraid of us. Respect, reverence should be there, but not fear. Many times we are afraid. No, we should not be afraid. Reverence is different than fear. Now, budget, such a person, he should now, after having cleaned the instrument by which we are now seeking the truth, is such a person, budget, Kalottaram Devi. Now he should seek this Kalottara Devi. We have seen, what is Kalottara Devi? Kala is time. Time is the principle of change. Space is the principle of no change. See? Suppose there is only space. Time is not born. Then, for the birth of a time, what we require? We require unchanging principle, the space. Second, the changing principle. Now, change in what? Space doesn't change. So, if we have to have the changing principle operating, then change of what? Then we require some object, vastu. So, three things. When vastu, object, earth, is moving around the sun, another object. So that is a gati, there is a movement. And where all these things are happening, both the earth and the sun, they are in the space and is moving. And as a result, the time is born where? Time is not born on the earth, time is not born on the space, time is not born on the sun, time is born in the mind. See? Because this change has to be noticed, has to be recognized. Then only the principle of time is born. When we go to sleep and we wake up, what is the first thing that we do? to look into the watch. What is the time? Because there was no event. Getting in sleep, one event. Thereafter, no event. So, what is the Kala? Kala is the principle of change. Kalottara Devi. That which is beyond the limits and the scope of the changes. And that Kalottara Devi is our essential nature. Bhajet, seek. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Similarly, Bhaja Kalottara Devim. So what will be that bhajan? It is only the thoughts which create a sequence. And after the sequence is created, then the time is born. Like our talk began at 6:15. It will be over at 7:15. So, 1 hour. One event, second event. And this can happen only in the finite. So, if we take Bhajet Kalottaram Devi means what? Mumukshu Yoga Tatparaha. Now he should be Yoga Tatpara. Yoga Tatpara means intensely longing for that. See, majority of us have this wrong notion. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranaya, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. This is not yoga. See, these are the limbs. Ashtanga, Anga means limbs. This is not yoga. See, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. This is the matter aspect of the spiritual practice. Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. So up to here we are in Samadhi. So Samadhi keeps us in matter. That is not yoga. Then Tada Drashtuhu Sarupe Avasthanam. And if the seeker thus abides in his divine nature, then it is yoga. So 2 stages. Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Samadhi is at the stage of the mind. Dharana is for the mind. Dhyana is for the mind. So these 3 of them, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, Trayam Ekatra, when these 3 things are practiced simultaneously, then the mind attains Sayyama. Sayyama is perfect control. Yama is control. Niyama. Now such a mind with its 100% control, that mind merges in this Kalottara Devi. See? Because consciousness itself is expressing as mind. Tada, then yogaha uchyate, then it is called a yoga. Therefore, mumukshu yoga tatparaha. So when we thus control our mind perfectly, many siddhis start appearing on the surface. You tell somebody something and it happens. You tell somebody, oh, take this thing, you will be all right. And that person becomes all right. No logic, no medicine, no nothing. See, many Mahatmas, you can see there in their life stories, they tell all weird things, but it helps. It is only because their mind is 100% controlled, and therefore whatever they say, that sankalpa is manifested as an object. Because they are living at the Pashyanti Vani. They are not living at a surface level of their personality. So, such a nirmamo karuno petaha sarva bhuta bhayapradaha bhajet kalottaram devi mumukshu yoga tatparaha. So, yoga tatparaha mumukshu. Now, we have to thus work on it sincerely. Now, what is the working? We have seen earlier. Prepare. Nirmamo karuno petaha sarva bhuta bhayapradaha. Now, we do not want anything from this world. See? is so important. Now such a person who has thus merged his individuality with the totality. See? When the son merges with the man, when the husband merges with the man, when the father merges with the man, what will be that experience? That is the experience when the seeker merges with the Absolute. Then what happens? Sa Brahma, sa Shiva, Vishnu, sa Indra, sa Shadanana, sa Guru, Sarva Devasya, sa Yogi, sa Tapodhana, Pandita, sa Mahabhaga, Krutartha, Paramarthata, Chalat, Vayu Samam Chittam, Driyate, Yena Nishchalam, Yena Vayu Samam Chalat Chittam, Nishchalam Driyate. This is how the Anvay will go. He who has perfectly controlled the mind which is chanchala like the air, and he has held it nishchalam. So the mind is now 100% movementless. See? Yena, the one who has Vayu Samam Chittam, constantly buffeted here and there, here and there. Our mind is either Kshipta or Moodha or Vikshipta. When the sadhana is done, controlling the mind under these three bhumikas, Kshipta, Moodha and Vikshipta, that becomes extremely established in that. See? Therefore, a person who has this chanchalam chitta is perfectly held, nishchalam. Now what is the imagination of the nischala chittam? Just imagine. In some Chinese movies, in the flights, I have seen this. Ninja or something like that, one movie I have seen. In somebody's house, there was a picture on the wall. And a picture was, there was a big sheep and ocean and children were there. So a picture starts like that. And suddenly that picture becomes enlivened. And then the water starts coming out and the children start running and all that, And a nice time pass. And then when the picture is over, again everything goes back there. See? If this is clear, exactly the same way, the mind alone is bringing out everything and goes back everything. And by that, that picture is not disturbed. Frame remains the same. It doesn't go anywhere. Now this picture we can experience in our life. Like what? Let our mind be like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, and retains nothing. And for this, our Mahamantra we told you, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. When we interact with any experience intensely, it forms an impression on the mind. Let us go through the experiences of life without intensely reacting. Like what? Like you are listening now. Now those who are intensely reacting, Swami, it is okay for you, get married and then show. Then you are intensely reacting. See, friends, this has become our second nature. We have to interact to everything. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi did not study anything. And when he was somehow exposed to the scriptures and he saw what was his experience, come on, this is what is my experience. See, we are going the other way around. It is like this, therefore let my be experience like this. His was the other way around. He has attained freedom from the influence of the mind. Although he was functioning through the mind, he never functioned as the mind. Functioning as the mind is, देखो सुनो बोलते रहो, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. See, friends. So, येन वायु समम चंचल चित्तम निश्चलम येन ध्रियते. Now, who is he? He is Brahma, he is Brahmaji, he is Vishnu, he is Shiva, he is Indra, he is Shadanana, Kartikeya, he is Guru, he is Sarvadeva, he is Yogi, he is Tapodhana, he is Pandita, he is Mahabhaga, and he Paramarthataha Krutartha. He has attained fulfillment in his life. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyaschya bharata. What Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in the 5th chapter at the end. See? Iti guhyatamam shastram idam uktam maya naga etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyaschya bharata. Hey Arjun, I have told you. Now who is Arjun? Arjun is this one. One who is chanchala vayu samam chittam dhriyate. To that Arjun, Bhagavan is telling. Anagha means sinless. And what is the sin? Sin is a strong personality. See? Therefore, etar buddhva guhyatamam shastram. Guhyatama shastra is the dharma shastra. How we should live in this world. Our day-to-day lifestyle with the do's and don'ts. Then Guhyatara Shastra is Upasana Shastra, which is predominantly held with the view that I am a soul in the body. And Guhyatama Shastra is what is my essential nature. Etat Buddhva. See. Then Krutakrutyaschya Bharata. One attains fulfillment in life. Same words here. See? Sa Mahabhagaha Krutarthaha Paramarthatha. That great Mahatma has attained fulfillment in life. Now what is the fulfillment in life? Be attentive. No sankalpa comes in the mind to do or undo anything. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvan asheshata. No sankalpa. I want to do this, I want to do that. Enough. See? The one who created, let him bother. You relax. See? And then who is he? Brahma. Now who is a Brahma? Brahma is a creator. See? So by his very presence, many seekers are inspired to walk the spiritual life. He is the creator, Brahma. Then Sa Shivaha, here Shiva means Rudra. He is the annihilator of all the obstacles that come in our life. Then Sa Vishnu, he is able to maintain his poise in and through all conditions, never gives up, nor makes others feel that they cannot. Sa Vishnu. Sa Indraha. Indra is the presiding deity of the mind. So he is under zero influence of the mind, Indraha. Sa Shadananaha. Shadanana or the Kartikeya is the army chief of the Devas. So all his faculties, they are under his perfect control. Our condition is forget about all faculties, even if you try with one. And then one is our tongue. It is too long. See? Constantly, see, it is not our fault, it is manufacturer's defect. Imagine, I enjoy imagining these things. Imagine, if our tongue has a bone like our fingers, you cannot talk.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Which device is too far? Is it paired with something? Or you are playing from there? Aja, play. Sa Shadananaha. Then Sa Guruhu. Now here also I will tell you, yes, when we are dealing in the world as somebody, we have somebody as the Guru. But remember one thing, a real Guru is not the one who is outside. A real Guru is who manifests in your heart. Now this simple example. Food is in the plate. Where is the hunger? In the pate. So the food in the plate, you look at it, very nice food. No, it has to disappear from the plate and must go where the hunger is. In the same manner, Guru is outside talking, telling, do this, do that. And where is the problem? Problem is in the mind. Is that Guru manifesting in the mind or not? And how the Guru manifests in our heart, in our mind? When we are ready to learn from every experience of our life. That is real Guru. Otherwise, we go to satsanga and we stand as a challenge before the Mahatma. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ try करो किन्ने आके चले गए. See, friends, it is so simple. Saguruhu Sarvadevasya. Now he is Sarvadeva means what? Everything in this world has got three aspects. The Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. Our eyes, what is seen, and we call somebody as Vishalakshi. See? So, that is the structural eye. Then, the vision. That is the functional eye. And the third, who is seeing through that vision is the Adhyatmik. So, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. Sa Sarvadevasya. Now he has risen above the structural aspect of the instruments and his all faculties are under his perfect control. For us, start from the tongue. Tongue is two in one. If these two things we control, we have done a great favor to ourselves. One is eating and second is talking. And both of them are only by one instrument, tongue, two in one. See? When it is used for tasting, it is called a rasana. When for talking, it's called a jivva. So, sarva devascha, sa yogi sa tapodhanaha. He is a yogi, real yogi. So, who is the yogi? Yogi is the one through whom Paramatma here the Kalottara Devi expresses. Devi is a feminine gender. Brahman is a neuter gender. Atma is a masculine gender. The truth supports all the genders, but by itself genderless. Therefore, whether we are doing the upasana of the Devi or you are doing the upasana of the Atma or you are doing upasana of the Brahman, one and the same. It's not different. But then we get lost only into arguments and logic. See? Brahman, Brahman, Brahman. Because that we have not understood. Not it is only with the normal people, but even the students of Vedanta have got the same notion. There was a great Mahatma, and he used to teach Vedanta, and on a mountain top there was his nice place, a nice Rama temple, and things were going routine way. And one student got this fear. We were taught, Tattvamasi, you are Brahman. So one day he goes to his guru. Sir, Aham Brahmasmi. Guru doesn't say anything. Then sit down. Brahman sits. And then the guru tells the other human beings, get my breakfast. Breakfast comes. In front of the Brahman, Guru is eating. Now the Brahman wants to eat. May I go and get my breakfast? No, Brahman doesn't eat. Brahman is sitting there. Lunch time, again lunch comes there and eats. Brahman doesn't eat lunch. So Brahman. Then Guru lies, sleeps nicely. Brahman is sitting there. See? Sakshi Bhav. Thereafter, afternoon, nice tea, some biscuits or something. Brahman is watching. Guru takes a round. After an hour or so, comes back. Brahman is still sitting there. He said, I want to go out. Brahman cannot go. Apani pado. No legs, no hands. How can he go anywhere? If I cannot go, I will do it here. Brahman doesn't do anything. See, this is not the meaning. Therefore, Krutartha sa yogi sa tapodhana. Tapodhana means he has performed the highest tapasya in life. See, if you want to know the highest tapasya, go to Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. Aham apetakam nij vibhanakam mahadidam tapo ramana vagyam. Aham, I, apetakam. When this dirty, small little .com wala I, when apetakam, when this disappears. Because what is tapasya? Tapasya is whatever is dear to us that we leave. See? Suppose you like sweets, then you have to do tapasya. So Guru will ask you, what do you like most? I like sweets. Then give up sweet, okay? For how many days? For whole life. For whole life. Tapasya. See? So tapasya is giving up whatever we like the most. Now what is that we like the most? Our ego. I. So aham apetakam, that by which our ego is given up. How can you give up the ego? It can be given up only if it is there. See? Where is ego? Ego is an illusion. That is the real tapasya. To understand this, see how the ego is developed. If you take an old man and a young child, and both of them were asked, child is asked, you talk for 3 minutes. He has nothing to talk. I don't know what to talk. Talk anything you like. But I have nothing to talk. But you have to talk something about yourself. He is a big challenge. What to talk, what to talk. Finally, I like chocolates. Maximum he can say like that. And is only, you tell him talk for 3 minutes, we have to call the security. Shift him out. He is unable to stop. What is the reason? The reason is the child has hardly any past and oldie has hardly any future. Now, if I have peanuts in my pockets, can I distribute chocolates? I distribute peanuts only. What we have, now I am old. What future I have got? No future. But what I have got? Only the past. So what will I bring out? Only the past. See, be very attentive. If you take a garland made out of flowers and you have got 1000 flowers, the garland will be very big. 500 flowers, relatively small. Go to our Mumbai, there they give regular supply. Ganpati, for Ganpati they give what you call a mala. It has got only 3 flowers. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Rest only thread. Meaning, more the number of flowers, bigger is the garland. Lesser the number of flowers, shorter is the garland. Be attentive. If there is only one flower, you cannot make a garland out of one flower. So what is ego? Ego is carrying the burden of total past. So aham apetakam, if we have to give up this ego, what we have to do? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%, no ego. Such a person doesn't have to struggle to keep the mouth shut. See? Otherwise, constantly, so important it is. And this all we have to learn, not from the books, but from our day-to-day experiences. Now, how we learn? 1 or 2 examples I'll tell you. Old people always talk about their past. But while they are talking, they are not aware whether others want to listen or not. They'll keep on talking, like I am talking to you. Whether you want to listen or not. Pakde gaye. See, friends, keep on talking. Therefore, tapodhanaha, he has attained the highest tapasya, and this is aham apetakam. And then panditaha, he is the real wise person. See, janmana jayate shudraha, by birth we are all scheduled caste. Janmana jayate shudraha, samskarat dvija uchyate, where we are told how to sit, how to eat the food. We should use only one right hand to break the chapati, not like Rakshas. Common things. See, when you are giving water to somebody, 4 glasses, put your dirty fingers into it. Common things. See. Samskara dvija uchyate. He is born again by samskar. And Vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha. And he who is studying the scriptures, he is vipra. See? The vipra is the pandit here. Brahma janati brahmana. So, pandita sa mahabhagaha. He is a great seeker of truth. And therefore, krutarthaha paramarthataha. So from the spirituality point of view, he has attained fulfillment in his life. See friends, fulfillment in life is living at zero complaint level. We come across mainly elderly people, they have only complaints about their children. See, constantly complaining. I always refer to this friend, my host here. If you want to know an ideal life living, you can look at them. See, no complaints. Now we are coming here for so many years, not heard one complaint about anybody in life. Because etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. In some place it was written, if you have come here to complain, go back. How simple it is. Constantly complaining. Namaji, my wife is not like my. When you get married, did you ask me? Now you suffer. No, we want to distribute. Krutarthaha paramarthataha. So how this attainment comes? Only if yena vayu samam chanchalam chittam nishchalam dhriyate. So what we have understood so far, that let our mind be steady. But steady not like the space. Steady like the air, it has got all the potentialities to move, and yet it is steady. In Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna gives this example. See, Yatha Deepo Nivatastha Nengate Sopama Smrita. Like here this flame. It is not too much of air gush, so it is steady. But it has got all the potentiality to move. It is not like a bulb. Bulb is dead. Whether air comes or not, it makes no difference. But the flame, it is live. In the same manner, the bulb-like condition is with the drinks and drug. And like the flame, all the potentiality. Therefore, 3 qualities of the mind. One is at peace, second, alert, and third, vigilant. 3 things. Quiet, alert is not leading life in a dull-wittedness. Somebody comes and goes, and somebody takes your pocket away, and God le gaya, bewakoof. God le gaya. See, don't get carried away by that kind of spiritual practice. We have to lead our life in an alert manner. Nobody can take us for a ride. See? And vigilant. While we are living our life day to day, we have to keep a vigilance on the quality of our mind before we do something, at the time of doing, and after the job is done. Is our mind intact or not? Or has it carried some impressions of likes and dislikes? Be vigilant about it. This is the meaning of abiding in the truth. All these things we are doing only on the mind. Sa upayo vimokshasya sadupatna gunastutaha saha sa prajna tadiha stairyam tatpunyam vyavasayinam tadeva tirtham danam cha स तपश्चन संशयः येनोपायेन बद्धेत वायुभिश्चिंचलं मनः. Sa upayaha. Sa means what? What we have seen in the earlier verse. Upaya. See? This word is so beautiful. Upa means near. Aya gatau. This is the dhatu. Aya means which takes you. Movement. So upaya, that which helps you reach your essential nature. So upaya. Yena kena upayena. So that which brings you back to yourself. Sa upayaha. Of what? Vimokshasya. Therefore, friends, we all have to consciously start working on our mind. This point we have been emphasizing again and again. Nobody can do it for us. We are only working by the mind. We have never worked on the mind. We have to work on the mind. And what should be the working on the mind? First, mind must stop reacting. Old habits should be given up. And for that, Kim Prabhasheta, how does the person react? He reacts. Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha, sukheshu vigata spruhaha. He who doesn't become miserable because of the miseries, see, and he who is not too much enslaved by the comforts of life. See, friends, like I tell you, when I go to these countries, China, Japan, Korea, no, there the people's food habits are different. Now, if you are going there, you have to adjust. Find out what is suitable for you. So potatoes are vegetarian. Then I carry foods with me. All these things you can eat, or rice, boiled rice. But why I am going there? Not for eating. Purpose is different. But while going, if I have this worry only, खाने को क्या मिले? Remain in hotel. See, that is a secondary thing. Therefore, sa upayo vimokshasya. This is the way. Let our mind be not governing us. 6th chapter Bhagavan says, Arurukshur munir yogam karma karanam uchyate yoga rudasya taseva shamak karanam uchyate. Now, the word karma, normally when we use this verse in Bhagavad Gita for talking among the grahasthas and people and all that. There, karma, by karma we mean whatever our duties and we should do that and all that. That is what meant by karma. But really, Bhagavan talking on the Atma Sayyama Yoga, it cannot be that. Then what is that? Karma is tapasvadhyaya ishvara pranidhana kriya yoga. There it is Kriya Yoga. Not the Kriya Yoga of the Lahiri Mashe. Kriya Yoga is Tapasvadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhan. By these three techniques, the mind remains quiet. So Arurukshur Munir Yogam. He who wants to ride the steed of yoga, he has to first practice these Tapasvadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhan, these three principles. And yoga rudasya tasaiva. And he who has thus completed this practice, tapasvadhyaya ishvara pranidhan, then yoga rudasya tasaiva shamak karanam uchyate. Now he has to give up all, doing the tapasya, doing the swadhyaya, doing the everything given up, and then abhyasa vairagya abhyam tan nirodha. You come back to Abhyasa Vairagya. And what is the Abhyasa? Abhyasa is this. Our attention is 100% on the quality of our mind when we are functioning in this world. Sa upayaha. Normally, our attention is on the world or on ourselves. I have done this thing, I have done that thing. In both the cases, we miss the spiritual practice. Therefore, sa upaya vimokshasya sadupatna gunastu saha. See, and sad upasta gunaha. This is what is practiced by the sincere seekers of truth, by the Mahatmas. All the Mahatmas, spiritual practice is work on your mind. We hardly work on our mind. We are working only by the mind. We don't work on the mind. Let us start working on the mind. Sat upatta gunastu saha sa prajna. That is called as prajna. Prajna is the knowledge which involves no operation of any known means of knowledge. What are the known means of knowledge? Sense organs, mind and intellect. By sense organs we come across the five objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. See. And then by the mind we come across joy, sorrows, likes, dislikes. And by intellect we know the concepts. The truth is without any attributes, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, neither joy nor sorrows nor a concept. That experience is mentioned here as prajna, sa prajna. So, all sense organs have no impact on me. Joy, sorrows doesn't create any impact on me. And intellect doesn't create a concept holier than thou. I am doing sadhana for so many years. This is that. You are not sleeping, you are aware of everything around you, yet still within you. You cannot qualify or quantify this experience. This is Kalottara Devi. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamdaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.